trying to keep these videos terse so that there's a chance you might encounter them and watch them. Um, so cognitive dissonance as a learning tool. So you've got a human that's not a dog, not a monkey. Um, yeah, it's also not a monkey, but so the machine tests it, makes a query of return me some information about dogs that are humans, the human dog. Well, now that may eventually take you off into areas because, like in BDSM and stuff, there's thing where the dom dresses the subby up as a dog and with maybe even a mask and all that stuff and treats him as a dog or whatever. So eventually, yeah, the system could be cognizant of such things, but not in the discussion we're talking about. We're talking about a more general use. So, I mean, it would be a whole different ontology. And to know something, you have to have an ontology. If you don't know what ontology is, go ask your mother. So, so it might get a response like, "That's not a dog," or "I can't find you anything." Or again, the use case I just brought up, it only displays, well, what's a human dog, right? So there it starts getting into BDSM and whatever else, and maybe slang. See, that's the thing. I don't want to have to deal with English language. It's way too complex and too burdensome for a system. But so the data set that's responded is, well, humans aren't really dogs, but if you want to call a human dog, here's the context that you should be aware of. Um, so yeah, it learns. It learns the ontology of a human being a dog. And again, one area would be slang, you dirty dog. The system doesn't understand slang. Not really. That's not really what's going on. But the slang comes in as a pattern that the system can recognize and deal with. And so that becomes how the machine mind knows slang. At that level, it's not really thinking. It's just saying, okay, I got this input and doing my thing. I know, it probably wouldn't say, oh, that's slang, but it would know what ontology to put it in or such. Like I said, like um, the original dog wolf thing might be animal dog wolf, whereas a human dog, well, then that comes from a human, animal human dog. And so we've got a different context so we can know something. So let's push that aside for now. I guess you could call it alternatives or whatever. You're thinking dog, well, you know this, but you also should consider that maybe you know this. Again, confidence levels. It starts off low, but the more it's tested and verified, the higher the confidence level gets until it gets to the point where we can say it knows. it knows that this is what's going on, to understand the interaction with the user. I say user, typically a user will be a human, but it doesn't have to be. It can be another agent from another system and stuff. So we've gotten to the point of learning what a dog looks like and able to learn dog breeds. Maybe because, hey, I've got some spare time. I've got some uh, spare clock ticks on my computing. Let's go learn something. Self-learning. So sends out to a search engine or whatever, um, dog breeds. I've learned that dogs have a breed. One of the attributes of a dog unit is what breed is it? So it makes a query. Dog breeds. Gets back this data set of just all kinds of dogs, right? And it can learn from that. Say, okay, Shiba Inu, okay, Great Pyrenees, okay, Lhasa Apso, okay, Collie, or a mongrel. This is a mongrel, and it looks like it's a Collie German Shepherd mix, which I say because my dog Smiley was. Smiley was a very interesting dog. Um, Beautiful though, but gay. Have you ever had a gay dog before? I have. Uh, so, you want to be petted some? Afraid my laptop is using my lap, Uli, so you're just gonna have to bear with this. Okay, so we're drilling deep, really deep on self-learning. So, have I beaten that to death, so to speak? Or that is to say, you don't need to spend any more effort on it right now. So let's go back up to a machine mind. What does a machine mind need? We've explored the criticalness of a cognitive layer. I think I might have beaten it to death. What else can I say about cognition? We've dealt with cognitive dissonance as a learning tool and the epiphany that, wow, maybe this is also like what's going on with most humans or all humans. We encounter cognitive dissonance because it teaches us, because we can learn then. It gives us an opportunity to learn. So the system would look for matches that so it can raise its confidence. It says, "Oh, I've run into this many times, and almost all the time, 80% of the time, or 99% of the time, or whatever, this is it. So now I know. I can say I know this. Um, Maybe even call it a fact, but that's a poorly used term. Uh, Few people understand what a fact is. So So one is raising the confidence, and the other is to run into cognitive dissonance. So it's got a clue how to proceed in learning more, like in this case, say dogs. It knows one dog, but now it's going to learn other things that if it runs into, its go to should be dog. That's learning. That's learning. We got it. That's learning. 10 minutes. Okay, that's it for this video. Besides, I need to cognitize a little bit more. Soha.